Some things from the past should stay there without being reawakened. Some stories and memories forgotten for good. Some things should remain hidden. These are the things awaiting you in the shadows of mystery. I suppose there are places that collect stories, same way old walls collect dust. And in some towns, certain buildings don't just age, they settle, like they're hiding something beneath their bones. Ours was like that. They called it the Lawford Arms. Not fancy, 4 stories of faded brick, sun-sick shutters, and a smell that clung to the stairwells, old rain, rusted pipes, and something just a little too sweet. You know the kind. I'd lived there 11 years, 3rd floor, end unit. Quiet corner of a slow southern town. I knew the names of nearly everyone in the building, or at least what they wanted to be called. Everyone, except the man in apartment 7B. He moved in 5 years ago. No welcome party, no idle chat in the hallway. Not that most folks tried. There was a chill about him, not rude, just empty. A gray kind of man, tall, thin, always in black slacks and a tucked-in white button-down. Never saw him without a brown leather notebook tucked under his arm. Always scribbling, always watching. Folks started calling him the ghost with rent due, not because he was pale, but because he was barely there. I only ever heard him speak once. It was early morning, back when I still got up before dawn to open the bakery. I passed him on the stairs. He stopped, looked right at me, and said, plain as thunder on a clear day,
"The problem with forgetting is it never asks permission."
Then he walked on. Didn't wait for a reply, didn't need one. Then one day he just stopped being seen, not gradually, not sick, not packing up. One day folks nodded at him on the stairs. The next, nothing. Days passed, then weeks. No footsteps above, no incense drifting from under his door, no light. But here's the thing, his rent. Still got paid, every 1st of the month. Like clockwork. Management didn't ask questions. Around here, if the check clears, you're still a tenant. But, as it sometimes happens, I got curious. Maybe more than I should have. The mail started piling up just inside his door. I caught a glimpse when the building manager opened it a crack to slide in a notice. Envelopes, papers, one thick manila folder, just sitting there, untouched. I asked around. No one had seen him for at least 3 months. Then came the dinner table. I know how that sounds. But listen. Mrs. Carraway from 7A had a leaking ceiling. Said water was pooling under her light fixture. Maintenance went into 7B to check from above. And that's when they found it. Right in the center of that lifeless little apartment was a perfectly set dinner table. 3 chairs, 3 plates, real silverware. Wine glasses filled halfway. Candles burned down to stubs. A roast chicken, dry and gray, untouched, and 3 place cards, each one handwritten in curling script. One read,
"Forgetting."
One read,
"Memory."
One read,
"You."
They shut the door after that. Didn't say much, but I heard whispers. That the food had dust on it. No mold, no rot. Like it had been sitting there for years, frozen in time. After that, things got stranger. Folks started having dreams, always about a locked room, or an apartment they couldn't leave, or someone watching them from across the hallway. One delivery man swore he dropped a package off at 7B, said he saw a pale hand reach out and take it, but the system showed no order placed, and the package still sitting on the front steps the next morning. One night, I worked up the nerve to go inside, told the night manager I was worried about a smell. In some kind of a daze, he handed me the spare key without looking up. There wasn't a smell. Inside it was quiet. Not peaceful, quiet. Like a library full of books no one dares read. Everything was cold, clean. The dinner table was still there, untouched. Then I saw the photo. Only thing hanging on the wall. It was framed in dark wood, above the desk. A black and white photo of the Lawford Arms, before the renovations, dated 1947. In the corner of the photo, standing in a window on the 3rd floor, was a figure, wearing a white button-down, looking directly at the camera. I turned to leave. That's when I heard it, a soft scratching, coming from behind the bedroom door, which I hadn't opened, not frantic, not desperate, and just scratching, like fingernails on the inside of a wooden box I didn't check. I locked the door behind me and left. A few weeks later, management sealed off apartment 7B, said there was black mold, no hazmat suits, no contractors, just a new lock and a typed-out notice.
Unit inactive until further notice.
The rent stopped being paid after that. Well, that was 2 years ago. The building's mostly quiet now. New folks move in. Stay a while. Then leave, without much explanation, sometimes late at night. I hear footsteps up there. And sometimes, not always, but just enough. I wake with a splinter of a thought in my head, like something trying to come back, something he said to me, that one time on the stairs.
The problem with forgetting is it never asks permission.
Thank you for listening. Until next time, assuming there is a next time, stay sharp and stay curious, because you never know what's lurking beneath the shadows of mystery.